Well, it's great to have the chance to meet with both of you. I thoroughly enjoyed this film, if you can use the word enjoy.
We do whatever you want.
You to use that
It
word.
was
You can hate it.
very engrossing. And I'm going to start with you, Brandon. This film just seems so perfect for TIFF because of the celebrity obsession that there is. And I wonder how close you feel it is at a site like this to what you're portraying in your film.
I think the film's only a slight exaggeration of what's already going on. I mean, it's meant to caricature, our culture, but I don't think it's too extreme or too unreasonable.
Not quite at that stage yet, eh?
Not quite, but I don't think it's the idea that someone might want the disease of a celebrity that they're completely obsessed with isn't too far-fetched.
When I was watching it, I was okay. I love horror movies, and I've always loved them, and I didn't mind seeing the needles or, the close-ups of things like that, but what really bugged me was just the thought, the idea of somebody wanting to inject themselves with an illness and be purposely made ill. Did that ever get to you when you were making it?
No, it didn't. I mean, I was too close to it, probably, to get weirded out by that.
Way too close to it.
Well, Caleb, you had a performance like no other that I've ever seen. And,
Thank you
when you
very much.
got the script, I'm sure you probably didn't even realize everything that you had to portray. I mean, you saw what the words were, but I don't know if you knew that you're going to be writhing around on the floor, that you're going to be looking ill and sick. Through
No,
the
that was
entire thing.
that was in the script. That was in the script. I was well aware of what would have to be done.
Tell me how you would feel.
Not really, though, I guess.
When you would go home at the end of the day after one of your really physical days.
Oh, you work on the next day and go to sleep at some point, and then get up the next day.
I read that there was a point that you sort of felt sick yourself and decided just to kind of use that a little bit.
Yeah, I was sick for a long time, and then, yeah, exactly, yes, exactly.
Was there anything that got to you, like things that you had to put in your nose or different things, anything that bothered you that you had to do? What was the toughest thing?
Well, on the floor with the fingernails, there's fingernails at one point on the ground. And where we were was very dirty. And I have, there's little cuts, just little cuts and everything. But I was very worried about staph infection, I remember that day.
Although it should be said that Caleb did that without being asked.
That's also should be noted as well, yes.
Caleb, I mean, it was a very...
What, we need the sound? Let's do it again.
It was a very physical role, but I wasn't anticipating just how good Caleb was with the physical stuff, so he was really pushing it hard, and then we were running with that, so that was a bit of that was all Caleb. The nails, we were just like, oh, great.
I read that you had actually in your mind an older actor, so what was it about Caleb that convinced you this is the guy to do this role, and how did you know he could do it?
Well, I mean, we just saw work that he had done, and it was really good work. So.
He's still not happy with the final outcome.
It's just like, we'll shoot it again when
I'm older. Deal.
Sometimes you see someone acting and they just have this, whatever the quality is, and it was, it's more important to have that in an actor than to have, exactly whatever the vague idea that you originally had. And also, it ended up not being very far from that. Like, I thought the age discrepancy would be a change in the character, but it didn't really, I think he pulled off everything that I had in mind and more, so...
There have been, I'm sure, people who have influenced you along the way and helped you in your career. You come from a showbiz dad, and I don't know if he
was
an influence.
Who's your dad?
Mickey Rourke.
He's fucking good.
He's a good actor.
Very good. I just saw Diner. I just saw Diner.
Really?
Did you ever see that?
No, I didn't see it.
Along the way, who would you say influenced you the most and kind of kept you going and made you want to become a filmmaker?
I don't think it wasn't anyone in particular. It was just I was doing a bunch of weird, scattered creative stuff and drawing and writing prose and doing music, and film just seemed like a good way to kind of collect my interest into one thing that I could focus on.
And what about you, Caleb? Was there somebody in your family or certain actors or filmmakers that encouraged you and made you want to continue in the business?
No. No. Except for the love for my family. You know, they were behind me 100% when I told them that it was something I had to do. And so I'm grateful for that. But that's about it.
Brandon has raved about you. How did you feel about him as a first-time feature film director?
Yes, can you rave about me?
Yes, yeah, now that I know I must rave, I will do my best. No, Brandon was... I'm sorry, I've said this 1,000 times. Brandon, he is what he is.
Yeah.
At first look, you think... No, Brandon is...
Just a guy in a shirt. At
just
first.
another guy in a shirt. He's...
We've been doing a lot.
We've been doing a lot.
We've been spending a lot
mastering-
of time complimenting each other, and it's very like.
I know I've used
Gets a little
beautiful,
weird.
I used fantastic, I used brilliant before. I've
Caleb
used
is exciting.
Yeah, I've
I
used
haven't
all-
electric. I haven't, but
Okay.
really electric.
sexy.
Sexy.
Sexy and
Let's
electric.
talk after.
Oh, that's talk after this.
One thing I read is that you said in an interview that you were panic-stricken throughout the entire film, and yet Sarah said that your film was the calmest set she'd ever worked on.
And
Should never have
she'd
said
be-
that I was panic-stricken.
You never said it?
No, I should never have said it.
Oh, you should never have said it.
You know how cool people would think you
I know, people would think I was so cool.
No, it wasn't. No, what, at all. Everything was very smooth.
What I meant was I'm constantly in a state of anxiety because that's just the sort of person I am. So
Is it true that you're thinking about becoming a director?
No.
Somebody said that today in one of our interviews.
I don't think.
No?
Mm-mm.
What's coming up next for you? I'm sure you have many projects on the go.
John Boorman's next 2 films. I'll be working with him on those.
And you did a vampire film.
I
is that
did do a
correct?
vampire film, yes.
Can you tell a little bit about that?
Why? No, I'm kidding. No, it's premiering tonight, so go see it
You
tonight.
play a waiter?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess he's a waiter, but I really don't want to talk about that film.
you can talk about that film.
Okay, yeah, he's a waiter. He's a waiter. He's that's his day job or night job, I suppose.
You
It's
don't
a, it's a
have
love story, like this one.
You don't have any opinion on what it is about vampire movies that people are so obsessed with these days?
Oh, it's his sexuality, I'm sure. A vampires are very sexual and dark, and I think as long as sex can be dark, there will always be a few... I mean, it's very intriguing. It makes sense. I think it makes perfect sense. The hype that it's gotten to, I don't know about that. That's pretty crazy, you're right.
Brandon, I know that doing this film took up a lot of your time, but is there something in the works for you as well, like that you're preparing in your head for the next project?
Yeah, I've been writing another one, but I'm not far enough along to talk about it yet.
Yeah.
I'm still sort of promoting this one or supporting this one.
What does your dad think about the film?
Oh, he likes the film,
Yeah,
as a good father should.
he's proud of you.
I guess. You'd have to ask him. I don't want to put words in his mouth.
Did you ever think about using him in the film or no?
No.
Because he's done many cameos.
He has. But I think that would be
Who would he have been?
Sarah
Yeah,
Hannah Geist.
that would have worked.
Yeah. Blonde wig. He's a pretty attractive man. You know?
Sarah, the character, she is in it, but not really in it a lot. It's such a weird sort of role because she's on pictures and walls and on television and all of that. Was that an unusual experience for her to, be in a film but kind of removed from it?
I think she could answer that question.
Was this a Sarah question?
This was a Sarah
Was this
question.
question?
Just thinking how you came up with that whole idea of her being kind of separated from the action in the film.
Well, I mean, it's playing on the idea that celebrities are very far removed from the people that they're sort of based on. That celebrities exist as these cultural constructs. And so, I I wanted to have this character who's mostly, deified in the film, or in a way, or who's this icon, and then who you sort of get a glimpse of as a human being at sometimes. So she's in it, but I mean, even all of that material, the photos, the video clips and stuff, it's all a kind of acting, and I'm sure she can talk about that. But it was a collaborative effort to kind of craft the icon and then the human.
Well, it's a terrific movie, and I wish you the best.
At the time when we were shooting it, there was, I don't remember if you remember, that giant Grace Kelly posters adorning the walls. So she was our gay Grace Kelly. To me, she was.
You were surrounded.
I was surrounded by her in a way, yeah.
Definitely in that big white room.
Yeah. Well, no, in Toronto, Grace Kelly was all over the place because they were showing something at the theater at the time.
That was the TIFF. Was it the TIFF thing?
But it wasn't too far from, I guess, Hannah Geist being up on.
Oh, they're calling you. Okay, just before you go, I want to give you a couple of little gifts to take with you. Some suitcases with some goodies inside. Maybe you can take home some stuff from Toronto and enjoy.
Thank you very much.